warfare cannot be waged solely on the premises of an information warfare. You know, perception is not reality. Hello everyone. Today is the 27th of August 2024. Yours truly coming at you directly from beautiful northern Sweden as usual. Let's talk about some events. Before going on with the meat of the problems of today, I like to remind you guys to leave me comments because I'm really interested in seeing your opinion. Like I said, I'm just a common guy. I don't claim to be a political expert. I have a little bit of tactical experience in my own right, but nothing significant, just a guy with common sense, and I'm just very curious of knowing what your opinion is about all those topics. So please leave comments, like the video, that helps, and really subscribe. This is very nice for me to get more subscribers so that I can provide more value for you guys. Let's move on. A rain of fire hit Ukraine yesterday at the time I was recording yesterday video, which is yesterday morning. Usually things like that happen during the night or early in the morning, but I think that this rain of fire, there's allegedly 100 missiles and 100 bombs that struck almost the totality of the territory of Ukraine, at least every significant center in the country, is meant to send a clear message from Kremlin to the Kievian regime. And I told you guys in my two previous videos that Putin was going to turn the heat up, guys. And this is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. And I think that our theory, the Western media theory, that those guys are running out of ammunition, missiles, has been proven wrong yesterday morning when this rain of fire hit everywhere in Ukraine yesterday. Very impressive and very terrifying in many ways. And I think that this is one of the aspects now. We're going to a psychological war, you know. Now no one feels safe. It was fun because I saw a video from Mr. President Putin, and he was kind of being a little bit snarky about that people have been claiming that it will be safe. It's more safe to live in the western part of Ukraine, in the western part. And he said, how about now? So no one is safe now. No one is safe. Kremlin can hit you anywhere at any time. And other than that, very important fact, it was the power grid mostly that was hit. Electrical centers. So now Kremlin is going after the energy infrastructure of Ukraine, and we're gonna enter winter soon. This is almost September, and winters are hard. So this is gonna hit hard, guys. And the military uses a lot of electricity. The military industry uses a lot of electricity. You need electricity to repair all those tanks, to run all those comms, you know. And for your just for the basic needs of society, you need a lot of energy in a modern society like the Ukrainian one. So this is going to do a lot of damage psychologically, industrially speaking, economically. It just accelerates the collapse, you know, the demoralization and the demilitarization in some regards, you know, because you have the military is still going to have a need to have a civilian base in order to operate. And when you weaken the civilian base, you automatically weaken the military capacity. So that's what is going to happen, you see. Now, was this the response for Kursk? Personally, I don't think so. I think this operation has all the telltales of something that was planned in beforehand, because this is a lot of coordination. It's a lot of material that needs to come into the picture here. And I think this was planned weeks before Kursk happened. But it does serve very well as a dire reminder and a dire warning that the bear is awakened and the bear is angry, you know? So yeah, like I said in both my previous videos, Putin is turning the heat up. The fact that Russia didn't do that in the beginning of the war, you know, it just confirms everybody's theory that, not everybody's theory, but at least the people who thought on the same line as I did, that progressive echelon of warfare really is the Russian method, you know. That sort of shock and awe doctrine that we are used to in the West dictates that we hit power centers as early as possible, terrorize the population, destabilize the government as soon as possible, you know. But this was not done this way. The government was left pretty much alone and left intact because Russia wanted a negotiation. They wanted a negotiation and they wanted a peace deal and an agreement. So this wasn't made in the beginning. But now that time has passed after 2 years and many red lines have been crossed, as I mentioned previously, now we went up a notch on this echelon of warfare doctrine that those Russians have. And yeah, we are witnessing this at the moment. And it's pretty interesting, even though brutal, because a lot of people die. Like I said, I can't help but be emotional about this. The amount of destruction that the Ukraine is incurring is unprecedented in my lifetime. I've never seen anything like this. And so not many people have seen that since World War II, you know? So it is terrible. It is dire to witness. And like I said, we're witnessing history in front of us being written in quite a brutal way. It's a reminder that this is what civilizations do, you know? Civilizations do that. Every now and then we go to violence to assert an ideology, to assert interests and secure them. Those decades of peace that we experienced on the European territory have come to an end. And I think that the way of force is something that is going to spread. I mean, it never left many parts of the world, but I think this is going to have a lot of ripple effects, you know, in many ways. So we live in dangerous times. Just going to make sure to be safe here. And this is very interesting, guys. In the meantime, our dear friend, the man in the green t-shirt, Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky, he is stuck in his Operation Headless Snake in Kursk, because he has invested so much in it that he cannot pull out. He cannot pull out. His men are going to be exterminated within short. I'm sorry to say that, but this is a reality. Because Mr. Zelensky hasn't yet understood, and the collective West, that warfare cannot be waged solely on the premises of an information warfare. You know, perception is not reality. And sooner than later, reality is going to come back and bite you in the rear in ways that is going to make your ancestors feel it, you know? And that's the reality of it. This is really the reality of it. This is what we're witnessing now. So Mr. Zelensky is going all out on a gambling plan, attempting to continue his operation in Kursk area. And like I said before, I'm afraid that he's going to resort to something absolutely desperate just to drag NATO and the West into this conflict and to put boots on the ground. This is, I think, really the strategy now. And it's terrifying because if the wrong set of planets align at the wrong time, this could really trigger World War II, or at least a direct confrontation between the collective West, NATO, and Russia. And I really don't think we want that, because I don't think we're ready. And we're going to talk about this in another video. I don't think we're ready for that, for different reasons, you know. Terrible. Like I said, guys, gambling strategy is the hallmark and a common behavior of desperate party in war. History proves that over and over and over again, and this is no exception. And Mr. Zelensky, I think, is Listen, even in the collective West, every leader sitting in office at the moment don't want to be the one. I don't want to be the guy to lose the war, is the psychology right now. I don't want to be the guy to give up. I don't want to be the guy who has been defeated. I don't want to be responsible for the defeat of democracy, you know. I think this is the mindset right now. And because of this sunk cost fallacy, everyone in the seat of power right now is still gonna invest in this, you know. Even though the ship is sinking, we're just gonna keep investing and investing and investing until I can get out of office and leave the mess to the guy after. So he shall be the one who will be the man who's been defeated and who dragged democracy into defeat, you know. I understand that's hard, guys, but every now and then history awakens. It wants something to eat, you know. It wants something to eat. If you choose to be a leader, you gotta take that risk. You gotta accept the consequences, you know. And when history wants something to eat, it will have it. And if it's you, it will have you. Very sorry about this, you know. So I think that a cold reality awaits, you know, all those people, a cold reality. But the worst part of that is that they want to drag us. They don't care for us. They want to drag us into this with them, with their demise. Even though most common people like me only want peace, you know, and security for their family and for themselves. But no, those people, they live in another world. They live in a fantasy that is not the real world. So we'll see. We'll look at the evolution of all that. As usual, a pleasure to talk to you guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. That does a lot of good, and I want to really know, you know, your opinion in the comment section. So feel free to talk about all this. We're all in this together after all. So until then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.